Howdy, partners. My name is Lucian Astor. Welcome. Welcome. I gotta come in. Where's Gucci? Wish. Howdy, Change. Welcome in. We just chillin'. Chillin' like Krillin, man. Hopefully this works the first time. Give me a sec while we set up here. I was gonna play Daffy Duck at the Marlin missions, but I feel like that's an attack, so.
Chemistry and not wanna test that tonight. Yeah, don't really
good to hear.
Just for you if I know I could meet you online. That's peace, love, and unity.
Where's the drop at?
I'm doing online. Just know I've been on my shit. I get to work. No, I've been doing this all night. That's just my vibe. Working real hard. I'm a night owl. No, that's the sin. It's just a lifestyle. I take my sense and race it like right down. My arm in the spirit. I bring it right down. It's like flying a kite. Get your signs out. New our features brighter than a white down. Oh God, young go and stay fly now. When Guardian, my name it means light now. And I get the vibe and then void the crime. Run towards the light and not flashing lights. I'm not blinded by the lights. I just want your mind. I'm just trying to survive now. Run away from pride, I just love you right. I'll get back to finding that's mine now. Go mine, your love is like every time. Look to them, find you my type. I think that we have chemistry and not wanna test that tonight. I see the light. I see the light. I see the light. Hey, I'm gon' promise you.
Yeah, for sure.
Before I met you, I still promised you.
Nice.
I'd get to you through any obstacle. And anywhere I would have followed you. Yes, anywhere I would have promised you. Hey, I see you past my obstacles. No rose lenses said that I'm blocking you. But if you block me, I'm not blocking you. You can't block this love, I promise you. Hey, hey, I promise you. Hey, hey, I promise you. Hey, I promise you. Hey, I promise you. Hey, I promise you. Girl, when I see you in that one pose, it feels like I'm going in slow mo. And I get stacks putting up promo. So I need this back with the code.
New album out, man. Song for the album. Time with the book.
So yes, I got a blast like Rome. And the Corvette down going like Rome. I love that, yeah, I got a capable dome. You're my tomb with her, I'm a decode your tone. Can't create your language, I'd go to know. And I cannot tell this ain't in my soul. So I got a knot that's up in my soul. So I can't wait just to see you next time, and that's my goal. When it roam, hey, hey. Sometimes God just roam, hey, yeah, hey. So when it roam, hey, let's just go, hey. I'm gon' promise you, before I met you, I still promised you that I'd get to you through any obstacle. And anywhere I would have followed you, yes, anywhere I would have promised you. Hey, I see you.
Thanks, man.
My obstacles, and the rose lenses said that I'm blocking you. But if you block me, I'm not blocking you. You can't block this love, I promise you. Hey,
Wild song play now. Alright. But it's dope. I love this song. It fits the book so perfectly. I can't wait. Like, this is the song. This is Sonder. not long ago. Great album. I'm excited about this album. I love this album. I'm glad they got told me again to release it because I like. You know what happened? I got discouraged. Dude, it was when that video of Paris and that dude playing the guitar came out, and I got discouraged and I didn't drop it. But I'm glad now that I dropped it because I love this album. That's why track 4 is hella sappy.
Well, you made my week, and there's a lot of girls that made my least weak. So I don't wanna be hurt, please, please, please. Just need your hug, guess you look at me. Like the whole fireworks and the smoke from me, and now you're here with me.
I don't want to be hurt, please, please, please. That's crazy. Keep playing the week. That's crazy. You're very public.
A lot is in my mind, but it wasn't in my mind before until I met me. When I met you and I met me, then I started cutting out loose seeds. And all I've had to see dealing is just a mighty tree that grew up as the time passed. Please, please don't leave like my mom left me, cause if you gon' leave, I'll be showing like you.
I know that's wrong, but I'm suicidal sounds funny. I'm not suicidal, but wait. Don't do it.
This one's for you, my Paris. NASA, going up like LA, out. Let's get it, let's go. Come on, go. Hey, yeah.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was just a little hurdle. Yeah, doesn't matter. Fine.
Yeah, come on, it's LA, y'all, come on, yeah, to LA we go, or somewhere like that, y'all, let's go, let's get it, hey, yo, come on, yeah, y'all really know, like, let's get it, NASA, hey, packing bags, I'm gonna last, I get the bonus, let's raise a flask, it's a bad past, I'm more devoted, ain't tryna pass another flask, I don't condone it, but raise a flask, cause we surpassed our bad opponents, the last, been abused so many times and now I'm finding ass, I ain't turned to trash, so we can say it's in the past, now the old rags are floating, our riches last like Moses, I'm not crass, I'm floating, baby packing bags, maybe Harry Mack, just like Return of the Mac, now I'm just trying to Mac and I can lie, my past is bad, it's human nature what we need, but dying need.
Thank you, Tenji.
I'm trying to show you what love
I had to pick the right time.
The way your face look in the sun, it makes me wanna ask, did anybody ever treat you right up in the past? Cause I outlast opponents with rhythm master, poison my rhythm has a slogan. It's roses, consoling, not controlling. Your soul gon' need my soul in. I'm done with the showboating, a Shaolin monk opponent. An intellect got soulless, the one that give me solace. I'm reaching towards the soul, but never Icarus, I'm floating. My ink is when these females say we love, but never show it. No, this is not a show, but I could be in the boat with Joe in. I'm talking Joe, the one that writes Chicago in the poem. And you going in the poem, Angelina, I've been hoping. We'll still be going to the Copacabana, where you'll be floating. Well, I'll be loading you with love, so I'll be loading. Get my love up on your clothing, as I loathe them, but I'm hoping we'll open. If they say no, then I'ma go wherever you'll be going when we're coping. It's just coping. God said that I was chosen. I know it, you need love up in your soul. And got clothing with a mantle on your back to give you power of the soul. And it's up to you and me to make it better, so let's go then. We're golden. I'm hoping.
I love that track, but it's time to record a video. So I'll just say with the chat for a bit. I really hope this just works the first time because I'm in the mood to play this game. Yes, it works. We're good. Classical. I haven't played this game in years. How's it going, guys? My name is Lucian Aster, and today we are playing... We've been on Shovel in Paradise, because why not? It's a chill game, and I'm chilling right now, so... And I just wanted to play it. It's a childhood game of mine, man, so... And it's extremely casual, so why not? Right? No one else is playing it. Well, unless you're feeling really nostalgic about it, you know. But it's a pretty old game. This came out in 2007. So it does make a new garden, man. Shit. A game about attracting piñatas in a garden. Why not? Who doesn't love that? I'm just gonna name it everything. I'm gonna name every town the same name one day. No, we'll call it Blue Paris. There you go. Yeah. Like every time we got it, we did the cameras. This is nostalgic. I haven't played this game in literally years.
I just
Decades.
love
At least a
fireworks.
decade.
Oh, get away. This is my moment.
Almost a decade though. Like, why not?
What are you waiting for? Get inside and finish the job.
I got plenty of fun reasons playing this.
Now that we're inside Pinata Center,
Please.
we can use
myself.
simple hacking techniques to steal the
Okay.
pinata files. Soon, I will know the location and weaknesses of every pinata on the island. Then I can capture every one of those papery
Weaknesses.
critters until I am the pinata king of the world. Hurry up, you incompetent code monkey! I have pinata to capture.
Delete all files. Press any key to confirm.
I like how his voice acting actually sounds like it's deleting all files.
You did what? No! Pinata
Gotta do that,
Center
huh?
is out of action until the records are restored. And in the meantime, I'll make sure those papery pinheads never reach the Canadata. Victory is mine!
No, it's not.
Hi, I'm
Leaf
Leaf
Fox
Fox,
is there.
and I'm going to help you get started. Look for this. It can show up
Let me know if you
anywhere,
guys played this
but
in
it
the past.
always tries to tell you where to go and what to do next.
I feel like this game kind of inspired Lamp Chasers. And is it going to render properly? That's a bit too much boom. Hold on a second. Damn. Damn.
This pretty little pinata has smelled the flowers in your garden and has come closer to investigate.
feel like I'm just gonna record all the games that I play. Like this one. Even if no one, like, cares about this game. I mean, that's mean. There's people that care about this game, because I care about this game, and I love this game. This game is classic. So, you know. I wish it rendered properly. Then I could play it. But that's unfortunate. Damn it. That sucks. Everything else works. Just not that.
Well done! You attracted a worm! The worm has turned up because you have uncovered some good soil.
Dude, the OST in this is freaking incredible. What? Like, it's not like the, it's honestly not, this is solid. The more I listen to this is a solid soundtrack for a pinata game. for a pinata game about pinatas and gardens. Like, I'd listen to this in a freaking Fable game or something. It's a rare aside. God, it's only expected. Is this the same guy that made the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack? Great Kirkhope. Duh, yeah, that's why. It's like, the more I listen to it, it's like, damn, this is actually solid. No wonder, it's my Grand Kirkhope.
You are doing very well. A serpent has appeared because you've grown some grass.
It's a very good game. I love the Viva Pinata, man. It's so unlike any other game. Like, as a gardener game, yeah, but it's also unique in its pinatas. It's like Sim City. It's not in the same way, but like, it's a great simulation game. You know?
You have a new
Games that I
Biscotti
show.
visitor.
Well,
It's come into the garden because you have some lovely
I
pots.
downloaded.
If you put the cursor on the Biscotti and
I downloaded Fall Guys recently. I know that's freaking everyone plays that, but you know, everyone played it. There's still a decent amount of players on it. You know, it's been a while. It's not rendering, so I can't freaking record it. Which sucks. But we'll find something. Next hour. Nice power. Oh, Mort made this. Cool. Yeah, it's free now. If you go on the Epic, if you go on the Epic Games Store, I don't know if you have a PC or not. I mean, whatever console you have, I think it's free to play everywhere. Actually, yeah, it's free to play now. They went free to play, so that's dope. It's a solid game. It's fun. It's very chill. It's like a Mario Party game, except with Fall Guys. It's like playing Wipeout. A little bit. Oh no. Basically. Read your Bible now. Dope. I'm always gonna encourage that. Read your Bible. Cool stuff. Control. Control. Oh, it's our dogs. Yeah, it's Kai and I don't know the other dog's name, but that's Kai. Puppers. That's the puppers. I haven't had a dog yet. Only took care of my one friend's dog, Chloe. Was it an ants? I don't know. Can you explain Bible verse to me? Sure. Which one? I might record an episode first, but or just type it quickly. Or like which one? But yeah, because the lights go off at 10, so I gotta freaking Proverbs 22, 21 to 29. Let me see. 1 second. Let me see. I like KJV, but to make you know what is right and true, that you may give a true answer to those who sent you. That's a bit. I need more context. Have I not written for you 30 sayings of counsel and knowledge, to make you know what is right and true, that you may give a true answer to those who sent you? That you may give a true answer to those who sent you. I mean that boils down to be diligent, in your teachings and your learnings. know, God is a God of order. He desires for us to have knowledge and to have wisdom, that we may know what is right and true, that we may give true answers. You know. Let's see. Do not rob the poor, because he is poor. Crush the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their cause and rob of life those who rob them. Which, that is karma. That's the law of, equivalent exchange. If you rob someone, the Bible is written in the Bible that, the Lord will fight for those who are robbed. And so if you become a robber, you're automatically on the opposite side of God. And so the Lord pleads their cause. He fights for them and robs, and he robs the other one of life. The robber. That's karma in the Bible. Let's see. Make no friendship with a man given to anger. Don't go with a wrathful man, lest you learn his ways and entangle yourself in a snare. That basically means is that men can. Anger and wrath is a very the fruits of the spirit is self-control. And so this is the Pharisees trying to prove the aha moment with me by rage baiting me and making me angry. But this proverb is essentially but I digress. This proverb is it's essentially talking about it it means what it's actually quite self-explanatory. Not self-explanatory, but it means what it means. Don't be friends with a man who's extremely wrathful or given to anger easily. That gets angry easily because anger is toxic. Just like all negative emotions, they're toxic. When you give your friendship to a person like that, you become one of them. The Bible it's also written that uh, it, it it's also written that that your circle and who you have around you affects who you become as a person. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know if that's actually written in the Bible, if there's a rule, or if it was written, but that's a theme in the Bible that the people you have around you can affect your destiny. You know, if you make friendship with someone who's angry all the time, it's likely you'll become angry too. You know, you learn their ways, and then you entangle yourself in a snare because people are angry and there's no peace. The Proverbs also say, when a wise man goes to argument with a fool, the fool only rages and laughs, and there's no quiet for the wise man. Rage and laughter, anger and bewilderment, these are fruits of the devil, and like fruits of Satan. So it's just something you got to look out for, because men and women too, but the Proverbs apply to women too. Make no friendship with a woman given to anger either. No go with a wrathful woman, lest you learn their ways and entangle yourself in a snare. And the Bible's talking about, if someone has is a little occasionally angry, that's one thing. No one's perfect, so it's impossible to be perfectly angry. It's not possible to be perfectly calm all the time. Even Jesus got angry righteously. When, for the example, the temple, the synagogue, when they turned the temple into a marketplace, and he was throwing tables and stuff out of righteous anger, justified, valid anger, But the fruits of the Spirit is self-control, so, yeah, that, I mean, if your guy is abusive, if the guy treats you like that, then I would say, yeah, be careful. And, I mean, I say that out of love, and out of Christ Jesus, love doesn't rejoice in evil. Love doesn't delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, just tolerate him. No, if he has mad, severe anger issues, then it's something that he has to deal with on his own. You can't force a guy to do that. That's why the Bible says that, because it doesn't say, oh, just like tolerate the man given to anger. It doesn't say, like let the angry man into your life. It says make no friendship with a man given to anger, nor go with a wrathful man. Don't even go with a wrathful man. Don't even walk near a wrathful person, because they can, they can punch a freaking wall or something blows up. Like they can do anything irrational out of their anger. And I had anger issues growing up as a kid, because of trauma, and everyone was yelling and stuff around my house. But the difference between me and people with anger issues, I healed from my anger issues, and now it's just demons trying to rage bait me, and I gotta, but my patience is pretty good now, but a wrathful person, if they're just wrathful, you'll be able to tell. Like, you'll feel worse around a wrathful person, a stressful person. You'll actually feel like your stomach drops, and like, like your muscles actually tense up when you're around the wrong people, So that could be the Lord warning you, or just like giving a gentle warning, The Lord warns, it's not out of fear. I've learned, it's because He loves us. It's out of love, So the Lord gives a gentle warning out of love, Like, if you're with a wrathful person or a man given to anger, be careful. And guys being abused too. You guys, it's a warning from God to be careful as well on your end. Don't make no friendship with a man or woman given to anger. Don't go with a wrathful man. Like, nobody's perfect, so people get angry. But like, if they're just punching walls and making holes in the walls and shit every day, and like, their house is just full of holes, man, in the walls, and you know what I mean, and like you can't even talk to them without them being like super pissed off and like screaming at the top of their lungs, like that's what the Bible means. A man given to anger, like a wrathful man. Like, well, hey, I'm glad. Hopefully I answered. Hopefully I can help you answer. When they answer, I believe that's God's answer for you. Like, just be careful, because guys like that are evil. They can get very wicked, because guys who are angry, they don't give a shit about the things around them. They don't they don't care about, mental health, or like, they might say they do, but if he can't not be angry at you and control himself, and then, and give you peace, even during an argument, you know what I mean? Like just be careful with that. I've learned that since, like, I've been around abusive people, and people who would get angry, way angrier at me than I would at them, ever. So, yeah, I'm glad I could help. Because God wants you to be safe at the end of the day. He doesn't want you to give yourself away, to anyone who would just abuse you, Like, God knows you, and He loves you, and He made you, So, that goes for you and anyone who's watching this. Don't ever lower your standards. Don't once you stop accepting that kind of behavior, you start realizing how ridiculous it was afterwards. Yeah, if he refuses, then you can't help him at that point. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you could do about that. That's what God means by a hardened heart and a reprobate mind. Like, if like, yeah, just be careful. Because you shouldn't have to be scared around a guy like that. You shouldn't have to be anything around a guy like that. And if you are, just find a place where you're safe, for real. Because that's the best bet. Because guys like that are dangerous. And you shouldn't. You're way too worthy as a human being. God made us kings and queens. You're a queen, girl, and I'm a king. Paris is a queen. Like, we're queens, and kings, and like, we're a royal priesthood, a royal generation, So you just gotta be careful, and don't ever let him convince you that you're too far gone, or that no one will ever date you, or that any of that negative crap, because it is crap, Like, any of that stuff, like, oh, like, you'll never find a guy, or you're stuck with me, all that kind of shit, like, leave immediately. You know, like if he starts saying stuff like that, it's control. You know, and it's just not funny or cool at all. You know, and like just at that point, choose your mental health, choose your safety. You know, choose your peace. Like, and God will give you the peace that surpasses all understanding during that, so you can have peace amidst the grief and anxiety and things. You know, that's a separate piece. You know, on your king always. Thank you. Why, thank you, Tanji. I appreciate it. You know, I'm a king under the King of Kings. You know, and the King of Kings says that no, I ain't letting my queen or any of my kings or queens be treated like that. You know, just like it's just not fair to you. And honestly, it's not even fair to him because he needs to know that that's not okay. You know, like, and that's the Lord disciplines those he loves. You know, so like you know, just you know, if he tries to hurt you, he needs to realize at some point that he's not going to be able to hurt you, and he shouldn't be able to hurt you. You know, especially without you leaving. You know, because like that's any human being ever. You know, nobody wants to be in that situation on the other end. You know, and if they do, they're lying or masochistic. But God bless them. You know, but like God would send you that verse just so because you probably have a lot more freedom than you realize right now, and he's probably gaslighting you. I get that feeling, and you probably, you know, like if you're in that situation, you're way better off finding a place to go. You know, go back to the shelter or something. You know, or like escape that. You know, because it's just not fair to you. You know, so yeah, you're welcome. Like I'm never gonna condone anyone being abusive to anybody. You know, like the world normalizes it too much, and it's just not. You know, I can't. I'm never like I can't imagine laying a hand on others. You know, like fuck that shit for the rest of my damn life. Man, you know, like there's guys who take that door and they lock it up with 13 locks. You feel me? So that never happens. Like, you know, keep your standards. You know, you're in a shelter now. Good, good. You know, honestly, good. Because you know you deserve to be safe. So yeah, God bless. That's a good thing. You know, that's what 22 to 29 means. Or 24 to 25. Yeah, because it's written there. You know, make no friendship with a man given to anger, before the wrath of men. You know, men will get angry. Okay, you know, they'll get like men will have anger. You know, and men will get into situations that anger them, right? But a real man knows how to control his anger. A real man has self-control. A real man could take that, and he could take a deep breath and slow down, and you know, and think rationally, and not be angry. You know, and like it's a simmering. You know, you could a guy, you know, a good man knows how to turn off the stove when it starts heating up. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna instantly. You know, it's not a switch that he could easily flip and just be like, oh, I'm not angry anymore. Yay, I'm happy. But it's also not like, oh, I'm angry, so I'm gonna destroy my fucking world and family around me. And like, that's not ever fair. You know what I mean? Like, just for real. You know, that's exactly. You know, like no one wants to deal with that when there's another guy around the corner who's better off doing like not doing that stuff. You know, and like I get it. You know, we're in the hood. You know, the world normalized that stuff, and it's like it doesn't make it right though. You know, not everything that's normal to us is right. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff that was normalized in the hood is actually really toxic and like painful. But we just like let it slide because it's like it's just Chicago, you know. But it's like nah, like mental health's a real important thing. Mental health is a freaking superpower, man. Like if you take care of your mental health, you'll be so much better off. It's like it's not worth it. The only thing I've learned from getting rejected and betrayed this hard was that it's not worth it to stick around that shit. Like, you know, like if they want to bring drama and all that crap just because because they see something wrong with you, then it's not why stay there when I can be alone and be at peace and have peace. You know, like it's not worth it. You know, like I don't have to take anyone's bullshit or any other drama or shit they have for me. I could just be at peace and alone and happy with it. You know, and I feel like that's anybody. You know, like around anyone. If anyone disturbs your peace, you'd be mad too. You know. So it's like for real. Every human feels that way. It's not just one person. You know. And when you feel like it's just you that feels that way, then it's selfishness. You know, it's greed. Because we all share the same earth and the same 24 hours. You know. So it's like, you know, stay, like, be vigilant. You know, like, you know, even honestly, even you've seen, you know, as my friend, you've seen my anger at times because I got angry. Like your demons messed with me, and I got angry at them and accidentally at you as a result. You know, but even then, I'm not mad now. You feel me? I'm not given to anger. You know, I'm not here being like, oh, how dare you be my live stream? You know, woo out the bears. Like, I'm not doing all that because I like my peace. You know, and I like being, you know, not on go all the time. I like being not at 100% all the time. You know what I mean? Or not at 100% freaking defense. You know, you don't gotta be on defense all the time. You know, the world taught us that. You know, that's why I chose a woman. You know, like I chose a woman I'd want to be safer with. You know, that I feel safe with because like, you know, the peace isn't worth it. I mean, the lack of peace isn't worth it when there's someone who actually tolerates you and gives you peace. You know, it's like why go back to anything else unless you're addicted to the toxicity. You know, and you can people get addicted to toxicity. They get addicted to anger. You know, they get addicted to that darkness because it's darkness. It's actually it leaches basically onto you. It latches onto you. So you gotta really like step into the light and like let the light shine down on you. You know, like literally let it wash it away. Cause you know, cool. I recently stopped calling myself a clairvoyant and I started calling myself a prophet because God didn't want me to use the word clairvoyant. Clairvoyant is more on the occultic side of things, to where like, oh, you know, I'd be channeling spirits of the dead, and you know, like, you know, what is his name? President de los Muertos, you know, Santa Muerte, you know, it's something like, but it's not about that, you know. I talk to God, so I started calling myself a prophet instead of a clairvoyant. Because a clairvoyant had a dangerous connotation that I was talking to like demon spirits too, which I don't. Not really. Like they speak to me, but I don't answer them back. You know, like I'd rather be with you. I'd rather you be with a sneezy boy than an angry boy. You know, an angry boy. So, you know, it doesn't have to be a sneezy boy, but you know, we're like, because I don't like being sleazy either. You know, but yeah, go where you're loved. Go where you're appreciated. Go where